Hello, welcome everybody to another modern stream. We are gonna be playing some AmuLIT today, and the main reason for that is that I'm currently in the process of writing one of my legendary sideboard guides. So basically, not only the irrelevant stuff, which I call it, which is which cards to bring in and which cards to take out. That's not the important part, but the real importance of the cyber guide is that I try to explain how the matchup plays out, what matters, what doesn't, what you should be playing around, what your game plan should be, etc. So I am about halfway through with it, and I want to make sure that I have it ready because this coming weekend we're gonna have the showcases again. So I am working on it. Hopefully I'll get it done sooner, because I think there's also a PTQ on Thursday or Friday. So multiple reasons to want to get the cyber guide done by then. Yeah, if you are enjoying the content, of course, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you for the matches. All right, welcome to round number 1 of this league. We're playing against a Yorion deck, 80 cards on my opponent's side. So I'm assuming the best Yorion deck right now is Niv. This hand seems... We go AmuLIT turn 1, we don't have a bounce land. We don't have a way to ramp. Huh. I think I'm keeping this hand, and the main reason for keeping this hand is I'm thinking about how the game can play out. Again, I'm assuming my opponent is on Niv, and usually the way that we lose this game 1 is because we're either too slow or because our opponents are more Egos or Titan. And AmuLIT is good at speeding us up, which deals with the first aspect. Of course, that is assuming that we do find access to a bounce land. And Valakut plus well, never mind. Everything, all of my theory crafting just goes immediately down the drain because my opponent's not playing Niv. But Valakut plus Pact for Dryad would have been a good way to play around my Titans, getting a more ego. So that was the thought process there. What's up, Thalia? Thank you so much for the 18 months. All right, opponent's playing mono discard spells over there. Sniper, no sniping. I don't know. No sniping here. I mean, not that I'm aware of, at least. What can we do here? I guess we can't Titan. I'm gonna hold on to this because my opponent doesn't know about it, and it can speed us up by 1 turn. And not also that, but also I want to make sure that if I draw a Dryad, we can trigger Valakut ASAP. Common Sense with the Prime sub. Coming back for 10 months. Keep it going. Thanks for all the content. My pleasure, Common Sense. My absolute pleasure. Okay. So they're playing like a Esper Taxes or something. Esper Ephemerate with Valkyrie released to the wind. That sounds hilarious. I'm kind of into it. We can't haste this Titan because unfortunately we drew both the Slayer Stronghold and the Vesuva. So there's nothing we can do here. But our opponent's draw is pretty anemic, so at least that helps. I'm obviously going to play around. I guess we're fine. The question is, do I want to transmute right now? I I think that the answer is no. I think that the answer is actually no. I am gonna bounce this and I want the extra blue source in case my opponent has a way to destroy my thing, but 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah. My opponent showed me multiple discard spells at this point, so there's just no reason for me to make them good when they are pretty bad right now. Stoneforge Mystic doesn't scare me. You're going to paper modern staffs. That's awesome. Congratulations. I imagine you may be pretty happy right now. And you'll register Tron in the PTQ. Why though? Now here's the question though. Do I Titan or do I try it? I think I'm gonna try it. Because Dryad just wins right now, and if my opponent doesn't kill the Dryad, then like they have to kill the Dryad and they have to kill the Titan. Although I guess that this runs into Fatal Push. Do they have Fatal Push and Path? Because that would be gross. Wow. Okay. So I guess there was just getting a second Titan was the play, I guess. Yeah, it's just so easy to undervalue the consistency of AD card decks. Maybe I got a little bit too confident here. Because this was definitely very easy for me to play around. Never, ever punished. We can't win here, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's think. We Boros Garrison. We haste Titan. We have made a land drop already. We can attack, that is +2 mana. Yeah, we can't put a Dryad into play this turn. Because that would be 6 mana. And we also have to get the Tularia West. We're just one land drop short of winning this. And that's close. So if we haste this Titan, we attack for 8, opponent down to 9. Yeah, we're still dead to the Maul plus Sword of Feast and Famine. That's 7 damage. We can gain. We can't even gain 6 life. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just dead. I kind of threw the game. Like there was no reason for me to make the Fatal Push good, right? So I guess the opponent plays like a Taxes deck of sorts. Taxes, Stoneblade ish. Jukebox seems bad. Tracker seems good. I imagine that they're gonna have access to stuff like Mind Sensor and potentially, I don't know if Flicker Wisp, but like Leonie Arbiter is possible. Esper Bile Modern? Probably not. Probably not. I really like Tracker though. I also like Force. It's starting to feel like a little bit of overboarding though. Let's do that. This card's very good against discard spells. Am I keeping this? We have a blue source, we have 2 blue sources. Sure, let's keep this. This is a YOLO hand if I've ever seen one. So now we're gonna play Tellurian West, then we're gonna Crumbling Vestige on turn 3. Do you think the most impactful card or Strict Hand will be on the general meta? I don't remember seeing anything that... Honestly, I haven't really gone through the full spoiler, so I couldn't tell you. Ha! Next leveled. I couldn't really tell you. Probably the most impactful card will be Cathartic Reunion 2.0. They had another disco spell, that sucks. Sing Collector. That's a card that I have not seen in years. This used to be a staple in Pod. I did play my fair share of sideboarded Sing Collectors. I have not seen that one in a really, really long time. No blocks, actually Stacy has a ton of value here. Prime time should put us in a fine spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we chill for now. Because next turn we can transmute, go get Dryad, and we can get value from it. Because we are able to trigger Valakut. Safi, thank you for the Prime subscription. Welcome back for the 5th month in a row. Appreciate the support. First time viewing the stream, just picked up my AmuLIT of Biggers in the mail and ready to play in paper. That's awesome, Defy. That is awesome. Hope you're gonna be enjoying the deck a lot. It's an enjoyable deck. 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I think I have the time? My opponent could have put Yorion in hand and they didn't. So they have to have something. Resto. Okay, Resto's lethal. Okay. That sucks. The hand did not pan out. We only drew 2 spells. We actually drew only 1 spell. Anyway, see you for number 2. Alright. Welcome to round number 2. We're playing against House, and this hand is solid. This hand is solid. We got most stuff that we're looking for here. House is sniping, yeah. So much sniping. Finally got the remaining Old Border Titans in the mail. They pair word to well with Alpha Beta Forests. You know what's up, Papa John's napkins. Oh, come on. Get out of here, House. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You love to see it. Nice Tron, buddy. Nice Tron, buddy. Why is he playing a bad big mana deck? I don't know. Basically, we can't lose at this point. He said... He was playing the PTQ and he says, I got knocked out by Boomer John. Let me have this. That's funny. Good old main deck dismember. So I think we explore first, because it's basically the same thing, right? We're gonna be able to play the Dryad here, but exactly now because of our perfect tight play, we're able to extract more value here. We are gonna win this game this match, I guess. I guess not this game, not the match necessarily, but this game is in the books. I was too lazy to attack with the plant token. Maybe he'll scoop to my Old Border prime time. Sweet. Playing against Green Tron, I'm assuming. Yeah, because he sacked what's the name? A star for green mana. So I'm assuming that he's playing Green Tron. We can cut discards. Bargain for spite. Just so he knows what he's missing, right? Well, this hand's obviously not gonna be good against Tron. This one looks fine, though. And I think I'm shipping the Radiant Fountain. Okay, Breeding Pool, play AmuLIT. Turn 2, we're gonna play the Castle, because if we find a bounce line, we can Titan on 3. He does have turn 3 Tron. Now the question is, does he have the Karn as well? That's not a Karn. Also not a Karn. Scott with the tier 1 sub coming back for the 7th month. LFG? LFG indeed, Scott. Thank you for the continued support, man. Couple of options here. I think I'm gonna take the line that it's the better against Karn Liberated. And the line that's better against Karn Liberated, because we could do here is we could play Tolera West and we can transmute for a bounce land. But if we do that and then House plays a Karn Liberated, then we're just super dead next turn. And if we do this, we still can transmute next turn if they don't take the AmuLIT, and we can still cast a Titan. And even as is, if House doesn't destroy the amulet, we can still Titan even if the Dryad dies, because we transmute for a green bounce lands and we packed for... Oh no, we can't. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. That's a lie. I'm blatantly lying to my chat. Wilt on Dryad. Sweet. Green, 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 green. Here's a Primeval Titan. Nice Tron deck. Garrison Stronghold. We don't want to bounce this. I'm just going to protect this layer Stronghold. Just going to go squatter them. Go squatter and growth chamber? Sure. Put a stop on their draw step. He fetched for a power plant, so I'm assuming that's the one that he's missing. You cannot copy Vesuva. So whenever you're fetching 2 lands with Primeval Titan, you cannot use Vesuva to copy the land that you just found of the same trigger. When Vesuva comes into play, it only can copy any of the lands that are in play when... Just end my suffering. See you for the next round. Welcome to round number 3. Currently 1-1 after humiliating House. This hand is a turn 3 kill, so that's probably good for us. Boomer Tron complain about Boomer decks. Yeah. Ooh, that deck. So unless my opponent has right now what's better? I can play both, but if I do that and my opponent kills the Stacy, we are in trouble. So I guess that the safest thing to do is to just play the second amulet here, because that plays around any form of removal my opponent could have. Which is this is only bad against Chalice for 0. Because if we had a Stacy in play, we could Chalice and we could Pact, and then Chalice would be fine. But we're good now. This should be game. I guess we just go for lethal here. I'm trying to think what happens if my opponent, because I have a pack to pay for, right? Like if my opponent dismembers my prime time, then I'm not gonna have lethal. My opponent just goes to 1. But then they would need double removal spell because they have to kill both my Dryad and my Sakura Tribe Scout in order to prevent, actually 2 Sakura Tribe Scouts, in order to prevent me from winning. Oh no, this is fine. Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do, because we have Dryad, so what we can do is we get, no, that doesn't work. Sunhome, Growth Chamber. No, it does work. If we can get, I guess we can get Sunhome, Growth Chamber. Yeah, this works because of Dryad. That's cool. I actually don't remember ever going for this line before. So the way this works is we're gonna do green and do that. Then this is gonna tap once and I'm gonna float red. And then I'm gonna tap this for white. And then I'm gonna double strike. And then I'm going to activate here again, so that's 20. That's cool. And now even if my opponent dismembers and they have a removal spell for both things, we still get to pay for Upkeep Pact. That's nice. It's pretty cool. Thirstianity with the Prime sub coming back for 3 months. Thank you and welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Love the content. Awesome, awesome. Happy to hear that you're enjoying it. How have I never run into that interaction before? How have I not run into that? That's crazy to me. Like I play this deck a lot. Okay, that's cool. We figure it out. You're sick playing this deck? Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so Radiant Fountain, Rex Sage, Force of Vigor, Obstinate Baloth. Cut down one. Cut these. Missed it, what's going on? It's going. Oh, I found a line to play around my opponent having the absolute nuts and me still not dying to my Pact on Upkeep. It shows that we're playing perfectly fair Magic. It does seem like that to me. I don't know what you're talking about. You're learning with this deck? Oh yeah. If you want to learn with this deck, you've come to the right place, let me tell you. You need to watch it in slow motion. Well, you can. There's like infinite VODs on my YouTube channel. I think I'm leading with Misty. The reason for that is that this allows us to take the least amount of damage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Misty. This allows my castle to enter untapped on 2, so I can explore, and then I can play turn Timber. I definitely want to play this out so it doesn't get Thought Knotted. Because my opponent Thought Knots here in my land would be a problem. Is there any event outside of Primetime AmuLIT itself that the deck cannot handle at this point? Well, I mean, when they banned Summerbloom, I was thinking, oh, they Chalice on 1, this is so good for me. Excellent, excellent. So now Thought Knot is not really a threat. Unless they also have Chalice on 0, which would suck. Back when they banned Summerbloom, I honestly was thinking that it's possible that them banning AmuLIT would have just been better for the deck. But maybe that's just not true anymore because of, you know, like Dryad and stuff. Learn everything I know with this deck from Fran and recently play with the deck. That's awesome, Lewis. But yeah, I mean, I guess in today's modern, yeah, I think In today's Modern, I think that an AmuLIT ban would kill the deck. It's a nice little insurance policy. Binge watching all of this stuff on YouTube. That's awesome. Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth is what my opponent played. Oh, an Matter Shaper. How can we ever beat that card? We're under so much pressure. Under so much pressure. Not. Can say I'm the best AmuLIT player on my LGS, though I am the only AmuLIT player on my LGS too. Yeah, that's a pretty good secret. If you want to be the best AmuLIT player at IU LGS, make sure that that there's no other AmuLIT players. And then nobody can really argue with the fact, you know? It's just a fact, it's just what it is. If my opponent attacks, I am not blocking. Because of multiple reasons. Number one, I don't want my opponent to draw cards because their mana just sucks right now. And number two, because I don't want to make my opponents... Walking Ballista be able to kill my Dryad. This is just game here. I think we may be far ahead enough where I can just get a Valakut and a bounce land here. And just hold on to this bounce land in hand. Meaning I don't need to get like a Tolaria West or something. I'll just bounce the bounce land. Because I have another Dryad in hand, right? Like, how can my opponent cannot beat this? There's no way that they can beat this. So, like, the best thing they can do is, like... Well, without Simmons Spring Guy, they can't... Yeah, I mean, they finished Tron. They finished Tron and they... Karn and Snare Bridge into... They have no outs. Should I run the AmuLIT into the Chalice for value? I think I'm going to. Nah. That's just BM, right? Is that considered BM? I am, however, going to kill their creatures. At least I'm killing the Thoughtnuts here. There we go. How is the Astral Run matchup against Heliod Company? Those are the important questions, Dubs. See you for the next round. Welcome to round number 4. We're met with this hand, which is missing an AmuLIT or a land, but it's overall pretty solid. This seems like a trap, but I'm gonna keep it. Let's keep it for science. Arcbound 8901, thank you so much for the 6th month with the tier 1 sub. 6 months of AmuLIT is not nearly enough AmuLIT. I mean, is there such a thing, though? That's a blank. And this is the problem with this hand, right? Like, we have too many cards that are just nothing. Like, they are just wasted draw steps. Like, any more of this, any more of this, any more of these, or these are just like wasted draw steps. They just don't really matter. Wow, that's a lot of subs. Steve Magnus with the gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the channel. Joseph Gamma, single serving friend, Young Gooden, Lunch and Hun, and Slip and Pill. All of you, welcome to the Primetime Short Hand. Basically, I'm gonna lower a little bit the notification. And of course, Expedition Map. Michael coming back for the 23rd months. What do I get if I hit 2 years? You get a personalized hug. That's what you get. Personalized hug. Pretty high in demand. I have no idea what this... What are these lands? So that's a power plant, that's a mine. So they're missing the tower. Well, my opponent, at least I have to appreciate my opponent's their commitment, right? There definitely is a serious commitment to the alternate art lifestyle. I'm holding you to that. I will 100% deliver on that. 100% delivering on that, Michael. LGS meta is strong, black, green, X, and burn, so playing Shadow, all favorite deck is sometimes rough. This is why I wanted to jump into AmuLIT. I'm so excited now that I see the depth of some lines. Yeah, there's a lot to learn, which is awesome. That's why I've been playing the deck for like 7 years at this point, and I'm still excited about playing it. Oh, and don't even get me started on the other versions of the deck, right? Yeah, lately I've been really enjoying Reclaimer AmuLIT, for example. Where is it? This is my current list, the one that I've been working on. I've been enjoying this a lot. I've been having a really good time. You can check the VODs on YouTube. And I've been doing super well with it. I've honestly been kind of surprised at how well I've been doing with it. Karn the Great Creator. Okay. You don't own Reclaimer. I own them and then I sold them. I own all of the Reclaimers, and then I sold them when they banned Field of the Dead, because I thought that the Reclaimer deck would not be able to survive. But what I failed to see was the fact that the card is still great, and like it actually has been seen a lot of play in Legacy. Okay. Just gonna beat my opponent down some 1/1s. Carnival is going to be really tough to beat, though. They're going to minus in my growth chamber. Also, the plusing on this Spyglass is super annoying. They didn't plus on Spyglass? Why would they do that? No, opponent. That's not how you do it, opponent. So we definitely have to kill Liberated. Kill Liberated, ping Great Creator. Because if this card just +4s, it's just a disaster. They should definitely be plusing on the Spyglass. 500%. Oh man. They should crack right now. I guess they cannot crack here. So if they crack O-Stone, which they can, okay. So let's do this. I'm just gonna attack Great Creator, attack them, attack them, attack them. They take the damage. Land. Bounce. They should crack right now. They don't. They crack now. That's super weird timing. So now if they have Karn, I can use this. We can blow up their Tron this coming turn. We can't haste. Hey, Mousy. Welcome. What can you do, Tron opponent? Eugene. Eugene is oddly enough the threat that I care about the least right now. Walking Ballista. Let's explore first, see what's up. One, two, three, four, five, six. We can't haste here, but we can go squatter. And I guess I want to go squatter right now. Because otherwise they are going to get to put counters in the ballista for free. Yeah, I could have Dryad and Titan, but that wouldn't have really done anything. Because I needed, in order to Dryad plus Titan, I would have needed to get a Crumbling Vestige, which means that I don't get the other thing, you know. Okay. Liberated. No, Great Creator. Snaring Bridge. Sweet. Got your 17 opponent. 17 correct. Cool. Tron. Fuck the negation, Rex Sage, Force of Vigor, cut that, easy. This matchup is it's just very good. I guess not very, they can still win. It's not very good like Boggles is very good. Though I guess Boggles I would consider to be very good, you know? But if you told me that I'm gonna get paired against Tron like 10 times in an event, I would be extremely happy. Also, is this our third Tron player in a row? We went mono green, Eldrazi mono green. Back to back to back. Talk to me. Okay. Okay. Sand is something. So I'm gonna go turn 1 Valakut. The reason for going turn 1 Valakut is if I draw a Stacy on turn 2, I can go AmuLIT into Khalni Garden into Stacy. So that's the reason for leading on Valakut. Pact of Negation is a good one to have access to. Probably won't matter right now. Well, that's good. Yep, that's very good for us. Weird that they would crack. Oh, they had steerings. Never mind. I was gonna say they might want to hold on so they can crack for what's his name. If I explore here, then I'm on the hook. Yeah, I think it's better for me to just play Khalni Garden. Just say go. Because if I play out this Gruul Turf and then I draw an Azusa or a Dryad, then that just actually puts me back on mana. It puts me behind on mana instead of ahead. And this gives me 2 looks with the Explorer next turn. Gives me 2 looks towards finding. Gross. Well, that sucks. But I can't just miss my land drops here. So we have to do this. Kind of sucks. We had a lot of good draws there. Just could never find a land. Because if I had found literally any other land, I would have held on to the Gruul Turf, because next turn we would be able to pack for Azusa and slam a Titan. But probably gonna die here. Unless our threat is something irrelevant like a Worm Coil. That is not an irrelevant threat. They take my AmuLIT. Would Dryad in the deck do anything here? Yeah. Dryad just doesn't do anything. It's an ETB tapped land. We have so many better ETB tapped lands. I have a cyber question. Some people are playing Coastal instead of Embercool. Is there a reason for doing so, or even not doing so? It's honestly, I think it's just whatever. Doesn't really matter. So I guess I'm just gonna pact for Dryad, just to force my opponent to minus with Karn. But it's not like there's too much that I can realistically do at this point. And if my opponent has literally any other threat, we just lose. We can't beat any other threat. This bounce land just showed up 1 turn too late, unfortunately. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance, huh? So you're saying there's a chance. Missing so many plant attacks here. So many missed plant attacks. Blast Zone. Blast Zone away, my friend. Blast Zone away. I mean, if they just don't have a big threat, we're fine here. This is okay. I am very surprised that this is in their deck. It's cute though. Certainly cute. I think it's worth doing this right now. We have a bunch of Titans anyway. And I don't want my opponent to be able to untap and get me, basically. Wow, we're gonna win this game. Awesome. Let's do Growth Chamber and let's do Ghost Quarter. We even have Pact of Negation for one of their threats. This is the one that they fetch for, so I'm just gonna blow up the power plant. Blast Zone on 6, that's the blind opponent. That's some nice little wishful thinking there, huh? X equals 2, okay. I was gonna say, like, taking this up to 6 is not gonna help you out too much. Cascading Cataracts. I don't think I've ever seen this art. It's pretty cool. It's a nice little art. Sylvan's Crying resolves. If we untap, we're gonna win. And they have no threats, so I guess we win. They will need 2 answers to this Dryad. Sweet. See you for the next round. Welcome to the final round of this league. I mean, I am not a coward, so I'm slamming this hand. Turn 1, turn Timber into AmuLIT. Find bounce land, win. No super PTQ? No. Basically, I cared about qualifying for the PTQ, for the Pro Tour, and then the Pro Tour ceased to exist. So I don't care about qualifying for the Pro Tour anymore. Told you. I've never not had it. That's true. That's a lie, actually. No, the only reason that I was thinking of playing the PTQ today for was because my QBs are gonna expire. So I just have to basically waste them on anything at all. So we're playing as Esper control. I think this try is gonna get countered. I'd rather do this than my opponent draw 2 with the Archmage's Charm. Now we are in crypt. Oh, no cryptic. That's big. That's huge, actually. I think I'm bouncing turn Timber because it would place around the best in case my opponent steals my AmuLIT, which could happen here. Oh, they draw 2. Okay. Big Tef. Minus an AmuLIT is a good play there. So my options are Pact for Dryad. I can Pact for Dryad plus a Susa. Is that lethal? 3, 1, 2. No, we only deal 12 if I double Pact. Quite an interesting spot. Quite an interesting spot. Man, I really wish we'd been on the play here. If we'd been on the play this game, we would be in such a better spot right now. Which are the worst matchups for AmuLIT? Mill. Heliod is not great either. Yeah, okay. Here goes nothing, I guess. Restore Balance is not really a deck, is it? I'm an idiot. I had to haste. Undo. Damn it. Yeah, Dryad needed to kill the Teferi. Fucked it up. Messed up. I hate messing up. Yeah, that sucks. They found the fetch, so now they get to... Ugh, that sucks. Oh man, we'll be in such a good spot right now. We'd be in such a good spot. I guess they just don't have anything? Just have nothing? I guess they just have nothing. Okay. You got it, Jace. I played Tennis Shift with this version of AmuLIT and BC to pick up for someone new to AmuLIT. I mean, this is... Wow! Wow. That's a hand. Wow. Crazy. Anyway, I mean, this is what AmuLIT Titan is, really. So, yeah, I mean, if you practice with it, it's just good. You're gonna get it eventually, right? So if you want to get into AmuLIT, like there's no short way of doing it. The only thing I recommend is just don't like play a version like this. Don't play a version with Karn the Great Creator. I think Karn the Great Creator really complicates things. This vehicle decision because of Esper Charmer is too cute. I have thought about it, but it's a card that you kind of don't want to draw. And it's only good if you draw it and if your opponent Esper Charms. So it's a lot of ifs. You know what I'm saying, Fried? Should have stopped mid-game and asked to apply the old school mulligan rule, remember? That was something. It is true, however, that Esper Charm is one of their best cards against us. Esper Charm is really good against us. Sure. So a hand that just doesn't miss land drops, which is good. Best draw is probably Stacy. One reason I like AmuLIT is that it's a good deck to practice your sequencing by cold fishing. Yeah, definitely. I'm doing this because I want to... Like, I don't want to show my opponent the castle, basically, but I need double green in play. Huh. That just resolved. Esper Charm actually destroys target enchantment, which is pretty solid. Tap out for Jace. Unfortunately, we can't play around Force of Negation, which sucks. Personal love Esper Charm, but it hasn't really been modern playable. I think it's solid right now. I think it is certainly quite good right now. Playing around Kaya's Guile here. Should I though? I guess it's just better to get Tillery West. Growth Chamber. We can't haste because we're 1 minute, 1 land short of hasting. Let's do that. Just found the token if I play around guy. I know, but it's better. Like, that means that the Jace doesn't brainstorm, right? Which is a good thing. It's unclear what I want to make kind of counterable here, honestly. I mean, it has to be the Titan. Remember the time when you used to advise Gemstone Cavern was one of the best lands? Gemstone Mine, you mean? And that was true. So, yeah. I mean, Castle Garenberg got printed. That's what changed the... That's what changed the math. Yeah, Gemstone Mine is if this card had never been printed, Gemstone Mine would still be the best line in the deck by a mile. Big Tef. Yeah, so we're just gonna play an uncounterable Titan. My opponent is probably gonna be forced to Gust. Three, 4, 5, 6. They don't have it. I guess I should have found a bounce land to play around command. I was not expecting this to resolve, honestly. My opponent has just kind of not had it, which is crazy. I don't want to play Dryad into my opponent's counter magic when I have a Cavern of Souls in play. So they activated both walkers. Should name Nymph? It's the same. This is a Nymph Dryad. Okay, so killing the fairy is probably... No, so we're gonna move to combat. If my opponent has a Cryptic, they have to tap bounce right now. What I'm gonna do is I guess I'm gonna Prime Time first. Cast Prime Time, that is. Okay, so yeah, so she has the Cryptic. I wouldn't be surprised if they bounce their own Snapcaster. Tap creatures, draw a card. Okay, that's good for us. Because that means that they are not going to have push enabled. Here's a Dryad. Oh, they have Charm. Brutal. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to go get a fetch, right? That's what I wanted to do here. I was going to get bounce land plus fetch land and tap and play the fetch. So we had at least a guaranteed attack. So guaranteed trigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're 1 minute short, right? We need more blue sources. We can go get Pact of Negation. Yeah, Bog is good to, because otherwise my opponent just minuses on Snapcaster and they have access to Cryptic and Esper Charms, right? They're playing Thoughtseize. Wow. Okay. So they're not playing Yendrik's list. Because Yendrik does not play Thoughtseize. Don't verdict me, bro. Don't verdict me. They have Kaya's Guile. That's really funny. Has Yendrik been playing... Has Yendrik been playing that? Has one copy of it in the cyber from the list that won the challenge. Oh, okay. Good to know. So we can't kill the fairy. So I guess we have to go at Jace. Chase down. I think I'm bogging them. Because of the Guile. No, I think I'm getting Kalni. Kalni plays around Guile better. They just block. And I'd rather save the body from the Azusa because it makes it so so I can find so I can play around Guile. So if they have Cryptic, we need to draw exactly Dryad. That's a Dryad. Because we need to kill this. Oh, we need to prevent this from ultimating, I guess. So everything goes at the Teferi. This is a close game. Pretty tight. So here comes the trick. Snapcaster. Snapcaster what? Why are they snapcasting now? Draw two? That can't be it. Kaya's Guile. It's fine. So I sack the plant token? Sweet. Awesome. 4-1. Not bad. Not half bad. Good showing for the deck. Oh, that's not the list. Whoops. There we go. This is the list. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm gonna be writing a cyber guide for this. One of the long cyber guides with like detailed explanations of the matchups and stuff. So that should be available later this week for Patreons, for people that follow me on Patreon, for Twitch subscribers, etc. If you're enjoying the content, of course, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You can get notified whenever new videos get uploaded, which is every day of the week. And I'll see you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.